Welcome to Express Crew. I'm Steven, and today we're going to be talking the crucial topic for businesses paying your workers efficiently with PayPal. So paying your workers here, if you're using PayPal business account, this guide will show you how to streamline your payments and keep your team happy. So first of all, PayPal business account offers robust features for managing finances, including the paying employees and contractors. So you can make any bill payments for the mass payment payouts feature the larger teams. A PayPal business account allows for higher transaction limits and provides tools for invoicing and record keeping. So for individual payments, here's how. First of all, I'm going to go directly into my PayPal account. I'm going to sign in. And once I have signed it in, what I need to do, of course, is to go all my way up, go for the option that says pay and get paid. And here I have this tab that says paid for good services. So you can choose, for example, to send payments, accept payments, create invoices, wallet, and much more. So we can, of course, enter the worker PayPal email addresses and put the payment amount in currency, add a note and a description, of course, and confirm and send the payment. For example, this user. Well, we already have payment that we can accept and send to this user. I sent this amount and the recipient gets in dollars. And here I can say, for example, pay for goods of service. And we can add a note and confirm to send the payment. The second option is to use the PayPal payouts, like for example, like a mass payment. So if you needed to pay multiple workers at once, PayPal payouts is your best bet. Inside the PayPal, what I need to do is to focus into my account and go for account settings. Into my account settings, I need to make sure that I do have the availability to get started with the, in my case, the account type, which is businesses. So my account type is business. So here, what I need to do is to navigate directly into my business tools. Now that I have enabled, of course, my payment elements into my business tools, I needed to focus on, basically you can prepare a spreadsheet where you can add the recipient email address, the phone number, the PayPal ID, the payment amount for each recipient, the currency code, and the optional code. But basically here, what I was just checking out here in this article is that if you don't have the availability here to send payouts mass payments, you will not see the make payments. Under make payments, you should see the option that says payouts. In this case, I only have the availability to send payments to availability. So payouts in my case is not available so far. So basically what I need to do is to do this manually directly here into pay and get paid, and into paid, make payments and save payments. So keep in mind that PayPal typically charges a fee for mass payments, offering a percentage of the total payment amount. So check PayPal's current fee structure for the most up-to-date information. As of early 2025, mass payment fees are around 2% of the transaction. So the PayPal business accounts have higher transaction for limits than personal accounts, while you can transfer up to 600 USD maybe in a single transaction. PayPal may cap it in, let's say, 10,000, I believe, for regulatory reasons. So check your account limits for specific details. So if you have the same situation with me here, that you cannot be able to check out the pay section here, for example, the pay payments, we have the payouts. What you can do is to, first of all, make sure that remember to consult with the tax professional to ensure you correctly handle tax obligation with payout workers, and to start by creating an actual invoice or receive an actual invoice. For that, I can go directly here into PayPal, and here, for example, I have the option that says business tools. Into business tools, I can recommend and create, for example, PayPal Me, PayPal checkout, request money, send payments, and much more. Let's try it out with something else. I'm going to go here for payouts and go for invoice. So I have an invoice where I can, of course, create an actual invoice and to send this invoice to myself. Why I'm going to be using an invoice? An invoice is going to be really important to generate, because if I don't have the ability to create some payouts, I can, of course, create these invoices for this client, and this client, I needed to pay to this client recurrently. So into more actions, what I can do is to use exactly the same invoices and to repeat it each month. So every time I needed to pay to this client, what I can do is to duplicate this invoice for each month. Duplicate first the invoice, And of course, I'm going to be changing now the quantity. I just need to, of course, to change the invoice date, which in my case should be now April, and saved as schedule. That means that I have 2 invoices to pay every time I received this date. In this case, I have the same customer. The invoice is different. The invoice date is totally different. The due, of course, is different, of course, and the view, the status should be appearing in here. This is what I actually do just in case that your invoices are helping you to make recurring payments to your clients, or in this case to your workers. So using the PayPal business to pay your workers can save you time and streamline your workflow. Whether you're making individual payments or using the payouts feature, understanding the process and associated fees is key. The last solution that I can give you, in case you wanted to have a little bit more of a structure, is that you can use a Google Sheets or an Excel. If you don't have Excel, you can use Google Sheets. So basically what you can do in here is to add, for example, the name of your worker. You can add the PayPal account of your worker. You enter the amount that needs to be paid, and if I have to pay taxes for it, if I have to pay an extra feature, you have to create like a discount. I can of course generate my own elements, and I needed to fill all of this information. And basically here I'm going to be adding invoice and status. So into the name I can add, for example, Alex. I have Alex PayPal, the extra, the discount, the number of the invoice, and the status. Into the invoice, what I'm going to be doing here when I generated an actual new invoice is that I'm going to be sharing the link. I copy the link and I paste it in here. So basically what I need to do now, once I finish with this process, is to check out if the status of this has not been paid or not. In this case, I have made a payment. So in this case, I'm just going to type paid and we're good to go. This one actually works a lot for me. I think that we have generated several invoices like this, and for making payments for different, let's say, workers for the same company really works a lot, and I can make sure that all of them are actually getting paid really well. So you can of course create structures, create different colors, schemes, and basically what I do is just to make sure that everything is not set it up correctly into the actual time. So this is what I do, this is what you can do and implement it into your own element, to your own company using the PayPal. That's what I do for making invoices elements, and basically that will be actually it. I'm going to delete of course this draft and we're actually good to go. So with that being said, guys, we have reached the very end of the video. So if you find this story helpful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to Expressed for more business and tech tips. Do you have any questions about paying workers with PayPal? You can let us know into the comments below. So let us know into the comments what you think about this video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we can all see you next time.